Hi all, and thank you for completing my keto program. So you're wondering, do I grab a glass of wine? Do I get some chips? Do I get some pizza? Do I get some donuts from Krispy Kreme? Well, yeah, you've completed it, right? Let me give you the breakdown. You can, but you cannot. Do it for one meal plan because you've earned it. However, you know what? You've dropped a few sizes in your clothes, you've dropped a few sizes in your pants. We don't want to disturb this progress and we don't want to hinder it as well. So grab a slice of pizza while you're talking to me because this is the only time I will allow you to do it for the next 2 weeks. To successfully go off keto, what we need to do is we need to re-enter carbs into your body for the next 2 weeks. And that is how you will not only gain weight maintenance, but also weight loss. Important notes to take are, this is a 2-week process. Yes, I know you did keto. I know this was hard for you, but weight maintenance is harder. And if you really learned this, you can do it regardless of any diet you do. So let's move on to the 3 points that you need to mention. Limit carbs, portion control, and understanding a balanced diet. There is also no shortcut. There is a 2,000 to 2,500 calorie diet when you're eating normally. And on the keto diet, you're eating basically half. Half is 1,200 to 1,500 calories. So when you go back on carbs, this is why we need you to understand that you need to think about the carbs that you're putting in your body and how you're trying to maintain your weight. So remember, like I've said before, in the keto meal progress, calorie deficient does not mean keto. Being on keto does not make you lose weight. A calorie deficient does. That means any diet you do, if you're eating less calories than you're burning, that's what makes you lose weight, not keto. But keto is successful because you feel full. You feel full, but you're eating more calories, less calories. And that's when you're like, I feel full, I feel satiated, I feel the keto diet works for me because it's easy. So in post-keto, what we need to do is watch our calories and our carbs. Our carbs is because carbs take, like I've mentioned, they take 2 hours to burn. So you'll be eating more frequently. But this also leads to more calories because when you eat more frequently, you eat more calories. And we need to control both of this at the same time, especially in the first week that you're doing keto. So in post-keto, what we need to do is we need to slowly introduce carbs and calories. By carbs, I mean fresh fruit, complex carbs, join our paleo meal plan, anything that is not bad for you, but wasn't allowed on keto. That's most probably a complex carb. Carrots, peas, beans. But let's go into the 1 week to 2 week post-keto meal plan progress. Week 1, day 1, eat 1 carb meal a day. Now, if you really need to eat those chips or those pizzas like we talked about in the beginning of this video, do it, but it's only 1 meal. Why? Is because when you do a cheat day, that's when you go off the rails. A cheat meal still controls what you're eating because after this meal, you still have to go back into the confinements of what you're eating to maintain your weight. Now remember, we like the shirt size, right? We like the shirt size, we like the pant size, we like the dress size. We don't want to lose all that work because you were with me and you paid to lose weight and you've done the work. We don't want to lose that. So day 1 to 3 or 4, keep it to 1 carb meal a day. 1 carb meal a day means if you're gonna eat fruit, that's your carb meal a day. If you're gonna eat pizza, That's your 1 carb meal a day. But choose wisely. And for the rest of the meals, add oil. You've been doing it for 2 weeks, you can add it now. Because what happens in day 4 to 7 or day 4 to 8, you'll be adding 2 carb meals a day. And those 2 carb meals, now you can have fruit and pizza, fruit or rice, fruit or fruit. But why not? But again, add the tablespoon of oil. As mentioned, add it to your carb meals. Now, why have we been adding tablespoons of oil to our meals? It's because it makes us full. It doesn't make us add more calories. It doesn't make us eat more calories. Why are we adding tablespoons to our food? So in your carb meals, I know okay, fruit's a bit weird, but then add it to another meal. If you're gonna eat Burmese curry with rice, take the extra time. I know it sounds bad if they've not used good oil for the curry, but oil is oil, fat is fat at the end of the day. Just put that because it's gonna limit how much rice you eat. You might eat 30% to 20% only of the rice you normally used to eat because you've come off our program. But this is what we want. So from day 7 to day 14, this is when you can eat 3 carb meals a day. 3 carb meals, but really make them proper carb meals. Make them fruit. Make them one cheat meal that you like. That your cheat meal, for me, it's pizza and bolognese. For you, it could be, mala, or it could be Krispy Kreme. I don't know. But make that your happy meal. And try to save dinner before you sleep, before anything. Make that your lowest carb meal and calorie meal. So before I get into controlling the carbs, which I have, I also need to mention the reason why I want to add the fat is because you will feel full. When you feel full, you're not going to eat more. Remember, keto runs on 1,200 to 1,500 calories per person. A normal person needs 2,000 to 2,500 calories. We are under. Keto does not make you lose weight. Calorie deficit does. Okay, guys, the last thing we need to talk about is fat adaptation. So basically, fat adaptation happens minimum of being in keto for 2 weeks. Why is this? It's because you're training your body to burn fat for energy, whether it's on keto and whether it's while you're burning carbs. Which means when you go off keto, you're still burning fat. You eat a pizza, you're burning the carbs, you're burning the bread, you're burning the fat and cheese. But it takes a requirement of minimum 2 weeks to be in it. But once you're in it, it's forever. Okay, not forever, but it's a long time. I'm talking 2-3 years until you go into keto again. Which means whenever you want to do things, you're always going to be burning fat in the sideline. Your body has been trained. What I like to tell my customers, you're riding a bike. Now, you don't ride a bike for 10 years, but you are able to ride a bike when you go back on a bike. That's fat adaptation. Your body is now fat adapted. There is the only one way to do that. That is be on keto for a minimum of 2 weeks, be fat adapted. Please Google fat adaptation for more information because there is so much crazy things that happen on fat adaptation. For example, you still experience the keto energy. You still experience the highs. You don't feel sleepy. And this all happens when you end with me. But we need you to practice the in-between. Because I don't care about you being fat adapted. You're already fat adapted. That's what you paid us for. But we want to maintain your weight. Anyway, as always, please message us as like whatever you do, whether it's for Facebook or YouTube or Instagram or whatever, please message. I'm always willing to talk. What I could say is that right now, in this moment, when you were doing my meal plans, I handheld everything for you. But right now, while you're going through this journey, I'm not controlling your calories, I'm not controlling your carbs, and I'm not controlling your portions. It's up to you. But how you deal with it and how you find this out, whether you consult me or whether you want to consult to other websites, it's okay. Because the end of the day is your understanding is what is going to help your family in the long term of what's necessary for keeping a balanced diet, whether it's keto, post-keto, or pre-keto, or just keeping balance in general. So thank you for joining my keto journey. I'm Lynn Wolf, founder of Wolf Kitchen. I'm glad that you've all completed, and I can't wait to see you again. Bye!